What's up, everyone? Eddie Mercado here with BloodyElbow.com, and I'm about to speak with Caros Fodor ahead of his World Series of Fighting 32 bout against his own brother, Ben Fodor. So we're going to give him a call and get his perspective on this particular bout and kind of some insight on what it's like to be training to fight your own brother. So let's see what he has to say.
Hello.
Mr. Fodor.
Yeah, what's up, man?
How you doing? Eddie Mercado here with Bloody Elbow.
Doing good, bro. How are you?
I'm well, sir. I'm well. So you got a big fight on your hands here. World Series of Fighting 32. You're fighting your brother, Ben Fodor, also known as Phoenix Jone.
Yep, coming up.
Now, you know, your brother's definitely an interesting character. I spoke with him earlier today, actually. Have you ever been out on patrol with him?
No. Fuck no. Never.
Never? Okay.
No, yeah, not once. I have nothing, zero to do with that whole thing.
Okay. Now, what are your thoughts on that on the whole superhero thing? I mean, what are your thoughts on what he's doing with that?
I think it's pretty ridiculous. I've never understood it. I just think it's the craziest, stupidest thing ever. Just up in the costume and go do that. But yeah, I give him his respect for how big he got his name out there doing it. Without like by himself, he didn't have a publicist or anything when he first started. So he did a lot with it, but I think it's pretty stupid. I'm not really big into comics or anything like that, so I literally understand zero of it. So not my thing.
Now, how did you get into MMA yourself? I know with Ben, it was kind of you got him into it a little bit, but how did you find your way into it?
When I got back from the war back in 2003, me and a group of friends were being a bunch of punks, drinking a lot, and getting into a lot of fights, and then we wanted to get better at fighting pretty much. So we found the gym, and then we went in there, and it was like more like a family kickboxing thing. We asked them which gym to go to if we wanted to compete, and they sent us over to AMC. We went there, and my first day I walked in, I saw Josh Barnett and Ivan Salver and Bob Sapp grappling, and Mega Maxine was there. So saw those guys going at it and getting paid, and I just stuck with it, man, and it turned out to where we are today.
Okay. Now, you spoke about your military service. How much of that do you pull from when you're in your fights?
In the beginning, not too much, man. I think the military helped me a lot with the discipline. It gives me the great work discipline because I was in the Marines, and I'm able to buckle down, and I'm a hard worker. So I think that definitely helped me. When it comes to actually to the fight, I try to just remain calm and not go loose, just remember my training. So I guess that pays off too, man. Yeah, I guess the mental, it just gave me kind of a mental edge, mental toughness and a good work ethic.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you went 5-1 in Strikeforce, which is very impressive. 3-1 in 1FC, and you just made your World Series of Fighting debut against Luis Firmino in a very tough bout. Now, what are your thoughts on your debut in that match?
Oh man, not happy with it at all. I kind of just had a mental part, dude. It sucked. I knew exactly what he was gonna do, and he never hurt me, or I was never close against it. But he got me down in the first round, and that was what I didn't want to have happen. Because he gets on top of people and he lays on them anyway, decision. And he got me down, which I didn't think he was gonna be able to do that easily. And I fought a couple of them. He got on top of me. And then my mind just kind of shifted during the fight where I was like, shit. I was like, he got you down. I was like, this is not where we want to be. Let's make sure it doesn't happen again. And then I went into the second round with that mindset, and I played too much defense. My whole mindset was just on not getting taken down and not repeating the first time instead of doing damage and trying to, win the fight. I went into trying not to lose instead of trying to hurt him. And, he cost me the fight, and I'm still trying to get over. That was a hard one to swallow, man, because I had literally going into that, I had nothing in my soul thought I was going to lose that fight, man. I didn't think about, losing at all. So when I did, it was a devastating loss. But just now getting over it, and looking forward to getting back on the winning side.
Is that a fight you want back? Would you want a rematch with him?
Oh, I wouldn't mind it at all, man. I would not mind it at all. Because I mean, like I said, he never hurt me, and I just, he's a tough guy. I mean, he was hard to move around, but I just was making stupid choices, man, and not moving in the right, not pushing on the right places. Just I'm just very disappointed in myself.
Okay. Now, what was your childhood like growing up with Ben?
It was good, man. We had a good childhood. Our mom adopted 4 of us, and we had our God family, which also had adopted kids. So it was a big family. We had a great big yard. We had like 3 houses. They tore down all the fences. They both ran foster homes, so there's a lot of kids around. It was good. Me and Ben, our personality-wise, I'm 5 years older, and we're just opposite people. Like, he likes to be the center of attention, and I'm super, like, I hate the attention being on me. So that always caused a rift in our relationship, because he's always, doing things flamboyantly, like getting attention, getting everybody in the room to look at him. And that's just not me. I like to be the quiet one that no one's like kind of sees. So just personality-wise, man, never vibed. Fought like the majority of our childhood pretty good. Man. It was pretty tough. The MMA is actually the first thing that actually we ever had in common and did together, and it brought us together for a while. But we have our family issues, like personal stuff that I won't talk about. But we just we're just different people, and I mean we fought our entire life. MMA brought us together for a little bit, and then we just have our personal things that we just are different sides on, and this isn't a scripted fight, man. Like, me and him literally are beefing hard right now. Like, when we see each other, it's awkward, and my mom, like, it's this whole, it's bad. So I'm hoping maybe the fight will fix it once we get that out of our system. But right now, man, our relationship's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, what does your mom think of all of this? I mean, she's obviously...
she hates it. Yeah, she's not going to fight. The whole family is like skipping this fight. They're not picking, obviously not picking sides, but they're not supporting it. They're not going to watch it. They're not going. They're trying to understand, they have nothing to win. Either way, one of their kids loses. So it's lose for them. And me and Ben are going to make some money and hopefully work out some of our problems in there. But yeah, they don't like it. That's pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
They're not down for it.
What are your thoughts on Ben as a fighter, as an MMA fighter?
He's a risky fighter because he has like the X factor, is what I like to call it with him. He can knock anybody out. He's a big man, and he's athletic, and he's powerful, and mentally, like, he's hard to put away. I don't think he's ever been finished in a fight, and usually, he's lost like twice, I think, by decision, but he's never been submitted, never been knocked out. He's got a good chin, and the longer the fight goes, and you drag it into like a grit battle, that's where kind of he thrives, and he performs very well. Like, come fight night, he needed garbage every day, but when you get cameras on him and people watching him, he really turns it up. That's what he's got going for him. Technique, he's garbage. He makes stupid decisions. With his hips, he's like, submissions are no good, but I mean, but he knows that, and that's where I'm, like, technically I'm a much better fighter when it comes to me, but, I don't know, he could usually, if he catches me, he'll probably knock me out. He's got that, he could put me out, but in my mind, this fight's gonna be real simple. I'll just destroy him with technique, and it should be, I'm 100% confident I'm winning this fight, but I do want to throw it out there, though. If he clips me, he will probably lay me out.
Okay. Now, how did this fight even come to be? I spoke to Ben, and he said that, Ray Sefo called him saying that you had already signed a contract and ready to go, and it was you that was pushing for it, and that you called it a gimme fight. And that really upset him.
Yeah, that's true. Like I said, me and Ben, we weren't in a good place, in our relationship at the time, and I had just lost to Firmino, and I want to get my wins on this. And we've been talking about this fight happening for forever, and Ben wasn't getting a fight. I was sitting for it. It was going on like 6 months, and I hadn't got one, so it's like, why not? Me and my coach talked about it, and I was like, yeah, sure, offer it. I don't care. Me and Ben have always talked about fighting each other, so why not?
Why not collaborate with Ben about it instead of just doing it on your own?
Like I said, at the time, me and Ben I could care less about him at the time because he'd already screwed me over with some personal shit, and I could really care less about his feelings. So I wasn't trying. It made no difference to me to talk to him at that point.
Okay. So, who are you training with for this? Are you at AMC still?
Yeah, yes, I'm at AMC.
Okay, and he's not allowed to train there because it would be a conflict of interest, or do you guys still train together at all, or?
No, we're not anymore. This fight, yeah, it would be. It was just decided that it would be better not to train together. Obviously, I mean, in the beginning, I didn't really care, but then I talked to Matt, and the decision was just kind of made that it would be better not to train together.
Okay. All right. So what happens after the fight? I mean, regardless of who wins, are you going to be friends afterwards, or I mean?
I don't know because, like I said, the fight we've been talking about this fight for a long time, and the fight has absolutely no emotion to me, like whatsoever. This is just me and him making money. The real problem in our relationship is the personal family stuff on the side. That I don't know if we're going to ever come back from that. This fight could either make it worse or make it better. I don't know. I think if I win, we probably won't be cool because his ego can't take that, and he can't take a loss like a man, and just he won't get over it. And or if he knocks me out, I'll be over it. I mean, I'm it could happen. I really don't care. The fight isn't a personal thing for me. Personally, our relationship's screwed up from family issues. It has nothing to do with the fight. It's just the timing is good to have this fight right now because I'm pissed. So. Yeah, I don't know.
Are you prepared to knock out your brother?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I said, he's got a good chin, and that's not the. If I stand and slug with him, I'm kind of feeding into his. That's where it's gonna be risky for me. Is to sit there and get in those exchanges with him. But I have no problem trying, and he has. I mean, he'll easily do the same to me. So yeah, I mean, hurting each other is not going to be a problem for either one of us whatsoever. We've been fighting much worse fights growing up with knives and bats and all other shit. At least this time, it's just our fists, and we have a referee in there to keep us safe. So honestly, this will probably be the safest fight me and him have ever had. So I really, it's going to be pretty. I'm not really too worried about that part.
Okay, you got a prediction for this fight?
Yeah. I'm going to win for sure. I'm hoping to get to sub him. That'd be awesome without too much injury. But I think it's actually going to go out to a decision for both of us, depending on how the fight goes. If we're able to do what we want to do, this could be an ugly fight, man, for our bodies because egos on both sides. Neither one of us is going to want to quit to the other person, like at all, like even more so than fighting another opponent. And like I said, Ben's really tough. He's never been submitted or put away in any of his fights, and he brings it fight time. So I know I'm going to win. I just don't know if it's going to be by submission or a long, drawn-out decision, but yeah, it'll be one of those two, I think.
Okay. Now, if he gets you in a submission, would you tap?
Oh, if he had me, yeah. I mean, maybe not to a choke. If he was going to blow out my ACL and like stall my career for 6 months, I'd probably tap. If he has me in a choke, I really doubt I would. That'd be too hard. Or maybe like a tendon popping, like in the shoulders, I could probably take. But if we did take out my ACL, I would probably tap. Other than that, no, tapping him would be devastating to me emotionally. So I don't think I could do that.
Okay, I understand that. Now, after the fight, though, what are some of your goals? Who would you like to face? I assume someone in the top 10, of course.
Yeah, I'm looking at Mike Ricci or Jason Hyde would be awesome. I want to fight somebody who is right up there for the contender because for me, no man, I really want to get in the runnings for the lightweight title, and he bumped me to the side. I want to beat one of those guys and get back up in the running, get back up in the mix. Okay. Getting that title is still my ultimate goal. So whoever is up there who'll get me closer to that is what I want.
Okay. Now, you were originally scheduled to face Mike Ricci, but instead, Luis Firmino hopped in to take his place. Now, is Ricci the fight you prefer, or
I think he just lost to Jason. So, I lost to Firmino. So however they want to work it, I don't care. But I mean, I think Jason would be a better fight for him because he just won. So that'd be a closer fight to give me the title. But I'll take Ricci I really don't. It doesn't really matter to me. If whoever will be close to the title after.
Okay, but you won't be calling anyone out in particular.
No, I'm not too big on calling people out, man. But I would like one of those two.
Okay.
Or if they bring in somebody, I mean, whoever they want, really. I'm not too big on calling people out.
All right. You got any sponsors you want to thank or give a shout out to?
Yeah, I like to think American Rail Works. It's a home company from Washington, and my buddy set the sponsor for the gym, so I like to give them a shot.
Okay, awesome. Well, Caros Fodor, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I'm very intrigued in this match. I mean, there's a lot of backstory to it, a lot of excitement around it, and I wish you the best of luck, and I really hope you guys can work out your personal differences and become friends afterwards.
I appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much, and thanks for the interview.
Yes, sir. You have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. So there you have it. Caros Fodor about to take on his little brother, Ben Fodor, a.k.a. Phoenix Jone, the Seattle superhero. This is going to be at the World Series of Fighting 32 on July 30th. So go ahead and check that out. And, yeah, who knows? There's a little bit of bad blood between the brothers, and hopefully the scrap will help them settle their differences. But until then, you can find me on bloodyelbow.com. You can find me on Twitter at the Eddie Mercado. And, yeah, be a good person. Smile.